Moving closer to first pitch here in San Francisco. It's the Dodgers and the Giants next on the show. A look there at the home of the Giants. Beautiful AT&T Park in San Francisco. It's the finale of this three-game series between the Dodgers and their bitter rivals to the north, the San Francisco Giants. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here for this National League matchup out west. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first two games of the series.
Yeah, you see there, the home fans have got the brooms out for this one. The guys have taken the first two games of this three-game series, and the way they're playing, they've got to be the favorites in this one, too.
We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Los Angeles Dodgers, as the skipper Don Mattingly will line his guys up this way. They'll match up against a guy who authored a perfect game back in 2012, veteran right-hander Matt Cain. And there you see, look now at the Giants' defensive alignment behind him. Here's Carl Crawford stepping in as we're about ready to get things going. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. EK, as we take a look at our home nine as they take the field here this afternoon. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And it's been a good series for them so far here, too. They've been able to take the first two games, and now they're set up in good shape to make it a clean sweep.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Well, look here at the scouting report as we'll show you what to expect moving forward from the 30-year-old right-hander. Justin Turner will get his first shot at it here. He's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. First pitch on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. One out, nobody on. Ready now on 1-1. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a base hit.
Oh, and that's a good sign right there. They're really hoping to get him going out of that 2 spot, and he comes through big time right here with a first-inning single.
Yasiel Puig will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Here's the first offering. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike one.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Runners on first with one down. He's set, now the pitch. And he drops that one in for strike two.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
Here's Kane now, the 0-2. That's popped up, now towards short right field. Pence has a long run, but he takes charge for route number 2. Adrian Gonzalez will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League. He's ready. Now the pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. He'll go the short way to panic at second, and that ends the inning. So it's a good first inning out of Matt Cain. It's the Dodgers 0 with the Giants coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Starting lineup put together by Bruce Bochy for the host Giants looks like this. Clayton Kershaw will get the ball to face them. Here's a guy that's got enough stuff to get by, but a key is going to be how well he mixes his pitches, and more importantly, his pitch speeds. Once guys lock on, things can get ugly out there. And behind him defensively, the Dodgers will line up like this. Here now's Nori Aoki to start things out in the home half of inning number 1. Now a fastball, a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Eric, you take a look at these guys as they take the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, and that last loss dropped them back to the 500 mark on the year. So, obviously, they'd like to get back into that positive numbers with a win.
I can tell you, it's been at least 20 years since I played third base, but these plays still make me shudder. You see where he's playing. He's trying to take away the bunt, so he's almost up there on the cut of the infield grass. And I'll tell you what, after a play like that, you might have to take a little bit of inventory.
In is the center fielder, Angel Pagan. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. This is foul for the first strike. Now here it comes. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Kershaw now on 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. 2-2. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2. A former MVP waiting on deck in the form of Buster Posey. He goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. There to make the play is Puig for route number 2. Buster Posey will stand in right on the heels of a 4-for-5 ball game a night ago. First pitch coming. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. The next pitch. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
This is a guy who generally stays around the strike zone. He's not going to walk a whole lot of guys, so you're going to get some pitches to hit.
1-1 on the way. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. They'll try again, 1-2. Lays off, 2-2 now.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Here he comes on 2-2. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And a bobble out there by Kendrick. And he'll reach first safely.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Hunter Pence.
Hunter Pence will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Now here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
He waits, now the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line.
That's got to be encouraging for these guys so far. They're facing one of the tougher guys around, and that's 2 hits now here in the first inning, and that ball was smoked.
Casey McGee will dig in now, just hoping for something to go his way. As you can see, that has not been the case these last 9 ball games. First pitch coming. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 2 men are on with 2 men out. The 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2-way, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Giants leave a couple. We've played an inning. No score. Andre Ethier will stand in. A couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Number 16, Andre Ethier.
First pitch coming. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Now the pitch. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
And that's what the 2-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Howie Kendrick will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. Swing and a line drive. Foul. The pitch. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Well, you know, the big key to throw on the slider is knowing when to throw it for a strike and then when to try to get a guy to chase out of the zone. Once he gets ahead out there, you know he loves to get you to chase.
Now the pitch. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And that'll be shy of the arcade as it's off the brick wall. The throw into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Wow, I'll tell you, it's pretty rare to see a right-handed hitter challenge that right field wall. You know, right-handed hitters have averaged fewer than 3 home runs a year to right field since this ballpark opened way back in 2000. The ball just does not carry out there to the cove, but he gets enough of this one to drive it off the wall out there, but not over it. Stop him right here!
Here's the first offering. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
And you know, against a lot of second basemen, this is going to be an infield single. But watch how he fields this thing and then maneuvers his body into a good throwing motion and unloads it quickly to get his man.
Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now. As he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Aoki is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Brandon Belt will stand in. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Now here's the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here. Come on!
And now a pitch on the way. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Difficult to lay off, but he did it.
Here comes a 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Well, I got to tell you, if he did hit this thing, the kayakers might be scrambling for that one out in the cove. You're going to see where it is, and that thing's catching an awful lot of the plate, but he just couldn't get on top of it. Maybe a missed opportunity right there.
Joe Panik will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. First offering on the way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Here's the pitch. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. And this is taken in by Crawford now for out number 2.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Brandon Crawford will stand in, currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play. And here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Clayton Kershaw will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3.
Kershaw.
First pitch to him. Now a ball popped up, but room and foul ground for the catcher Posey. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Well, it's always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher, and he sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
Carl Crawford will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. Now the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. And he'll step out for a moment here, maybe to give his guy a chance to catch his breath in the dugout for a moment. Pitch on the way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
If you're hitting left-handed, all you can really do is just kind of quit on that pitch and hope it doesn't find the outside corner.
Here's the 1-1. And here's one that's taken for a ball. It's now 2-1 to the Dodger left fielder. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. When that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Here he comes, 3-1. Now a hard liner toward short. Throw over to first, he'll take care of him, and it's a good start to the inning for Kane. There are 2 away.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. Somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
In now, Justin Turner. As he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A good inning there for Matt Cain. Still 0-0. Matt Cain makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Now the first pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. And the pitch. On the ground down the first base line. And Gonzalez takes this one over to first himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 23, Nori Aoki.
Nori Aoki will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Now the 0-1 is swung on and grounded the other way to third. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Yeah, both these 2 starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the third.
Angel Pagan will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch on the way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Yeah, he wasn't showing bunt there, but even with 2 outs, you can't let your guard down defensively.
The 1-0. 2-0 now.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Now here's the pitch. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Yasiel Puig will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Here's the first offering. Right back at it now is Kane as he gets ahead of his leadoff man here, 0-1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Sticks with the fastball here as he forges ahead 0-2.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Now a fly ball here, not hit all that well out toward Pence in right. And he's got it for the first out. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. One gone now in the Dodger 4th. And now the left-handed hitting Adrian Gonzalez will get a shot. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw right there, and that takes care of Gonzalez. 2 gone now.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Andre Ethier will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch coming. Oh, he shoots this one on into center field for a base hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Comes set, now the pitch. Swinging a liner back through the box. And Kendrick has a base hit.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Yasmani Grandal will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. Here's the first pitch to him. Hops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. And Panik will make the catch, and that retires the side. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon Business Person Special following this. Buster Posey will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Now here's the first pitch. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Under it now is Ethier. 1 away.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. First pitch coming. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
The 1-1. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Gonzalez will tuck this one away for round number 2.
You just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set now.
Casey McGee will try it again. He flew out his first time. First pitch coming. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
The pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. One pitch on the way. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
And this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Here comes the 1-2. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. Here he comes again, 1-2. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? And that's off the left field wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. So they'll try to make something of this 4th inning after all as he's into second with a 2-out double. As he moves into double digits now as we check out the team leaderboard. That is 10 for him here on the campaign. Brandon Belt will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. Here's the first offering. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Pause, now the pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Here's the 1-1. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon Business Person Special following this. Jimmy Rollins will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Jimmy Rollins.
Now here's the first pitch. On Kane bringing the fastball now as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
Here's Kane now, the 0-2. And a good two-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now another 1-2. And Rollins will lay off here, and he's worked the count back to 2-2. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And here's a swing and a miss by Rollins. He's set down on strikes for the first out.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. It's starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Clayton Kershaw will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. First offering on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. And that misses 1-1.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that misses 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
No runs, 4 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Ready with the 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Two pitch on the way. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And as of right now, these guys find themselves in the number 5 spot in that category in the NL. Carl Crawford will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. First pitch to him. And this will be fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Now the pitch. And 0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
And now a pitch on the way. Fouled back. Pitch on the way. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. You worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are 2 teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And here's that pitch sequence one more time. Gets ahead right out of the gate on the first pitch. Then a swing and a miss puts him in the quick 0-2 hole. Fouls off pitch number 3. Then a pitch that he couldn't quite get him to go for. 5th pitch gets absolutely whacked for a solid base hit.
Into the box now, Justin Turner. As he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Let's train our show motion camera on that runner at first base. Here, he might have had a shot to get around to third, but You see him have to hold up to make sure the baseball doesn't hit him. And by the time he gets going again, he knows he'll have to hold on at second base.
In now is Yasiel Puig as he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. From the stretch. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And that'll ricochet off that brick wall in right. And the runner will score from second. Now the relay home. And he will score as well as they've broken the tie to come back here and lead it now by 2.
Yeah, this ball definitely had 3-run homer potential written on it right off the bat. And he didn't miss it by much as it winds up banging off the wall out there. The good news for him, though, he winds up with the next best thing, a 2-run triple.
Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Here's Adrian now. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. So the 3 straight hits have that man right there perhaps assessing his options.
3 straight 2-out hits, too. That makes any move a little more complicated.
A man on third with 2 down. Comes set. Now the pitch. And he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
He's ready now. The pitch. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. And Pagan will glide over and put it away as that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. Dodgers out in front, 2-0. Joe Panik will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And here's the first pitch. Here we go. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Kershaw now on 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Now Kershaw delivers a 2-2. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And he will get there at first, so he reaches on the drop 3rd strike.
Don't know quite what happened on this one. Here it is again. I mean, this just hits him right on the heel of the glove.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. Runner's back. High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And that may have been an out-and-out guess right there. He had to figure they weren't going to throw over twice in a row, so he's running on first movement, and he makes it to second base safely.
Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
And after the error on that previous play, I think he's out there saying, you know what? Why don't I just take care of this guy myself? Good job out there to bounce back with the strikeout.
Joaquin Arias will grab a bat and loosen up here as he'll bat for the pitcher Kane here.
Number 13, Joaquin Arias.
In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Here comes the 1-0. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
Here's Nori Aoki as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Ball 1.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
The 1-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here's the 1-2. Now a slider in the dirt. Good block by the catcher there. Here's the 2-2 offering. Now a ball hit back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. The throw to the plate, and they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now. Angel Pagan will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Now the first pitch. Runner's on his way to third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. That just doesn't make much sense as the inning is over. Giants will have to be content with just the 1. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Giants 1. Javier Lopez will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 49, Javier Lopez.
Andre Ethier will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6.
Center fielder, Andre Ethier.
And now the left-hander Jeremy Affeldt is up and throwing in the Giants bullpen. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, he wasn't so sure that was the right call, and looking at it again right here, I don't know if I can tell for sure either. We'll wait to see what the guys in the dugout say after reviewing this play a couple of times probably.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Dodgers have elected to challenge.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. Now the question is, if there's enough video evidence to change the call to safe, and wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat the throw, and this might be a well-used challenge.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
Has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. He's set. Now the pitch. Now a bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. Throw is too late, so the sacrifice attempt turns into a base hit.
Boy, here he's not showing late and trying to beat one out. He's giving himself up to get that runner to second. I mean, you've got to be able to defend this better than they did. That's an out you have to count on getting.
Yasmani Grandal will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Now the first pitch. And now he squares around and drops down a good one. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
I don't think you can ask for a whole lot more right here. You get back-to-back singles, then a good sacrifice, and just like that, they're set up for what could be a big inning.
One away, and Jimmy Rollins will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. First pitch on the way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. He's set. Now the pitch. Now a sacrifice attempt here, and it should do the job. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Oh, my goodness. Right back to the pitcher, and the runner's lucky that he didn't get caught wandering off of third base there, or maybe even going on contact. That turns out to be a big second out.
Clayton Kershaw will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get one home, maybe 2. So this is a big-time chance.
First pitch coming. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Now here on the mound, you cannot take it easy on the pitcher here with 2 outs. He can still bloop one in there and drive home 2, so you need to be thinking strikeout all the way.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is fouled back and out of play. Has a look, now the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. The next 0-2. And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. Dodgers strand a couple. They still lead it 2-1. Angel Pagan will stride into the box as he'll get things started for the Giants in their half of the 6th. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. On to first with it is Kendrick, and it's in plenty of time for the first out.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Buster Posey will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And he misses with it 1-1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Now here it comes. In the air, down the left field line and deep. Crawford has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone.
The right fielder, number 8,
Hunter Pence will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. Now here's the first pitch. Fouled straight back. And the pitch. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. A few steps to his left, there's Rollins. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Casey McGee will dig in. He doubled his last time. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Runner back standing. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. First pitch coming. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Now we'll step off the rubber and go to first, just keeping him float. From the belt, the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And they'll snap one over to first. Don't want to forget about it. Pause, now the pitch. Now here's a swing and a ground ball. And a bobble out there by Kendrick. And he'll get in there safely.
the first baseman, number 9.
Brandon Belt will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. First pitch coming. 4-1.
He knows he should be out of the inning already, but he's got to pick up his defender behind him and get out of this.
The 1-0 home. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. They'll go the short way to Kendrick at second, and that'll be that. The dangerous Carl Crawford will get things started when we return. 7th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Giants 1. Back here in San Francisco, the men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. And here is Carl Crawford now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Carl Crawford.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Now the pitch. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
Well, that was a no-brainer there. If a guy misses that poorly on a curveball, you got to throw him another one. That was better recognition there.
Here comes the 1-1. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but At least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Justin Turner will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out.
He's gonna go.
Here's the first offering. Now he squares and drops down a good one. Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
Yeah, this has been a low-scoring game so far, so not a lot of good run-scoring chances. So they decide to put the bunt on here, and it's going to get him a runner to second now, in scoring position with just one out.
Yasiel Puig will step in with a big opportunity to get that insurance run home from second. First offering on the way. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. In time to first, and there are two away.
There's nothing easy about this play right here. It's a high chopper, so he knows he's going to have to field and throw pretty much all in one motion. And he does so here to get his man. That's a nice play.
Adrian Gonzalez will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first three plate appearances. He can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And they'll go ahead and put Gonzalez aboard here, as that's the fourth wide one.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Andre Ethier will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. Now here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
Don't let him score.
Here's the 1-0 now to Ethier. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 148 for his career, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
Well, it just goes to show you that sometimes the best trades are the ones you don't make. This guy was seemingly on the block all winter long, and he wound up staying right where he was. And I'll bet these guys are glad he did as he launches this one. Just a huge home run right there.
Gene Machi will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Howie Kendrick will stand in now following the home run, and you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
First pitch to him. This is foul right side. 3 runs already home here. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Now here's the pitch. Swinging a shot back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because it would have taken his head off.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Swing and a ball hit hard to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But the Dodgers strike for 3, all courtesy of the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Giants 1. Joe Panik will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
The 1-1 home. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A 2-1 offering. Ball 3.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
The 3-1 is on the way. To second for Kendrick. And the catch is made, 1 away.
And there you get a look at his pitches by inning. You can see the count. He's at 83 for the ball game. Not a huge concern just yet, but starting to get up there.
Brandon Crawford will stand in. 0 for 2 thus far. Now the first pitch.
Here we go.
Hit well, but fouled that time by Crawford, as this will find the seats down the line in right. Kershaw has been strong thus far. Just 1 run through 6 1/3. Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. And Gonzalez will tuck this one away for round number 2.
Wow, he's had his number so far. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts, and now this. Man, this is a game to forget.
Gregor Blanco will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Lined hard to center field. And this was sinking on him at the end, but he's able to hang with it, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. They're down here 5-1. Jeremy Affeldt will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Jeremy Affeldt.
So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Here it comes. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2. Here's the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
One, two. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. Boy, in a sight that you hate to see there if you're a Giant fan, but the Dodgers have come here and put it to the Giants thus far. Clayton Kershaw will get an opportunity here for a fourth plate appearance this afternoon, and he's really earned it. Now the first pitch, and this will be fouled away. The pitch, and this is fouled back and out of play. Now the pitch, and a bouncing ball, foul. Here comes another 0-2. And a good two-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Now another 0-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Good start to the inning here out of the bullpen. After 3 runs came in to score last inning, they needed someone to come in here and slow that offense down a bit.
2 away for the Dodgers here in the 8th. And it's back to the top of the order now. Here's Carl Crawford. First pitch coming. And Affeldt comes right at him with the fastball for strike 1. Now here it comes. And that's off his leg on the mound. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They're up 5-1. Nori Aoki will step in, an RBI single this last time around.
Left fielder, Nori Aoki.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Now the 1-1 pitch. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell, guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all. And when he has, they've been out of the zone.
Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. And Gonzalez takes this one over to first himself for the out.
Center fielder, number 16,
Angel Pagan will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far. They've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Here's the first offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0 on the way. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
Now he's going to get a visit from his catcher just to make sure he's all right. But this might actually be more of a stall tactic here. I mean, his pitch count, it's starting to get up there, so this might just be to buy a little time for that bullpen.
Come on, Giants. Come on, back in here.
The 2-0 on the way. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. Here it comes, 2-1. And he misses again, ball 3.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Here he comes on 3-1. And a changeup. Couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Well, now the further he goes in this one, the less precise he's going to be with his location. You can see it up on the screen. He's up over 90 pitches here, so he's starting to get tired and running out of gas out there.
Buster Posey will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Kenley Jansen will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already 1 out in the inning.
Kenley Jansen.
Buster Posey will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. First pitch on the way. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. (5-1) our score as we play the 8th. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Comes set, now the pitch. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Now a throw over to first, and he's back in standing. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. And this is taken in by Crawford now for route number 2. Hunter Pence will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. First pitch coming. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Now the 1-0. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
That's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Ready now on 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's a very hittable location right there. Not where you want to be when you're facing a guy like this.
The 1-2. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Here's another 1-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for San Francisco. They're down 5-1. Justin Turner will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Justin Turner.
First pitch coming. Swing and a grounder fouled, and that almost took the first base coach along with it. And the pitch. Lined into left center. And a great start to the ninth, as this ought to be extra bases. He'll get it into second. But it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category and, in fact, lead all of baseball as well. Yasiel Puig will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting number 23, first baseman Adrian Gonzalez.
Adrian Gonzalez will step in, and we'll see if they decide to pitch to him this time around. Now here's the first pitch. Now a ball lined into left field. It's a base hit. And that'll plate run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game.
And every run is so valuable when you're trying to put away the defending champion. You never can have too many, so they're fortunate to tack on another here.
Yusmeiro Petit will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Andre Ethier will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts, let's take you back to inning number 7, and a big blow here as his 3-run home run accounted for perhaps the biggest blow of the ball game. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire.
Come on, let's get you out here.
First pitch to him. Chopper foul. He waits, now the pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And you know the problem with his slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
Howie Kendrick will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
First offering on the way. And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. One strike.
And on the mound, he knows the bunt's coming too, so don't expect easy on him up there.
Come on, yo.
Comes set, now the pitch. Now he runs up and gets this one down. He'll come home with it. They get the force at the plate. And guys, if this squeeze is of the suicide variety that run scores easily, but instead they try the safety squeeze there and the runner's cut down at home. Yasmani Grandal will have a shot to really put this one out of reach now with the bases loaded. Now here's the first pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
And at this point, every added run just makes it more and more likely that they're going to get out of here with a victory. And they tack on one more here on the sacrifice fly.
Jimmy Rollins. We'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home here in the inning so far. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Now he turns on one and rips it down the line. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. He's set, now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. From the stretch. Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well. And they're really putting some distance between them now as that lead gets even bigger.
Oh, and a big swing of the bat right there. And he would have loved a 3-run homer, and he didn't miss that one by a whole lot, as this is going to be off the wall out there. But as far as the consolation prize goes, I think he's going to be more than happy to check into second base with a 2-run double.
Time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Standing in now, Kenley Jansen, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Has a look, now the pitch. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. He's ready now, the pitch. Now a hard liner toward short. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Casey McGee will lead things off here in the ninth in what's been a truly forgettable ball game for this home 9, and not a very inspiring performance either.
And I guess the kicker for me is the way that these guys are responding. It's one thing to go out and get clobbered. It happens, but when you get guys going through the motions, not running out ground balls, not backing up, that's where I take issue.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And now a pitch on the way. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1. Over for a look here is Puig, but this is into the seats, a foul ball. Here comes a 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. The 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
That's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Brandon Belt will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Now the first pitch. Now a fastball here as this is slashed the other way over the third baseman's head. A fair ball.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble. And here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Here's Joe Panik. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
1-0 pitch now. Now a ball sprayed foul into the seats near third. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Here's the 1-1. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
You can do it.
The 1-2 with 1 away. Now a swing and a fly ball. Crawford is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. But he's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Brandon Crawford will stand in. He popped out in his last time. And here's the first pitch. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
1-1 home now to Crawford. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And I think just about everybody wound up having a hand in this victory as they go on to win this one by 8 runs.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And the Dodgers were given a big boost today by the play of this man, Andre Ethier. can't ask for much more. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 9-1. So long from San Francisco.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Before the weekend series get underway, here are the highlights from Thursday's action. Starting in the National League West, the Dodgers paid visit to AT&T Park to battle with the Giants, and it was the Dodgers who nabbed the win 9-1. Andre Ethier had a huge day offensively, collecting 3 hits and driving in 3. Heading into today, the Giants are leading the National League West. They have a small half-game advantage. The Arizona Diamondbacks paid visit to Little Havana to take on the Fish at Marlins Park, and it was Arizona who stole the victory in extras. The score was 2-1. At the moment, the Marlins sit in first place in the National League East Division. They have a small game-and-a-half advantage over second. The Diamondbacks sit in third place in the National League West Division, only a game-and-a-half back. The Philadelphia Phillies paid visit to the Rockies at Coors Field, and it was the Rockies who came out on top. The final was 1-0. Tyler Matzek earned the victory on the hill, tossing a complete game gem. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. Right now, the Rockies are in third place in the NL West, only a game-and-a-half back. The Phillies are in second place in the NL East, only a game and a half back. The Cubs did battle with the Pods at Petco Park, and the Padres came away with the win. The score was 2-1. As of today, the Padres are in last place in the NL West. They're 2 games back. The Cubs sit in second place in the National League Central, 1 game out of first. The Milwaukee Brewers were in the ATL to match up against the Braves, and it was the Brewers who grabbed the win. The final was 9-3. Looking at the standings, the Braves sit in last place in the National League East, 8 games out of first. The Brewers are in first place in the NL Central, 1 game ahead of second. The St. Louis Cardinals paid visit to the Mets at Citi Field in New York. The Cardinals grabbed the win, the final 7-3. Matt Adams was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs. He is currently among the NL leaders in runs batted in. Lance Lynn started and pitched well enough to earn his 6th victory of the season. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. Heading into today, the Mets are in 3rd place in the NL East, 3 games back. The Cardinals sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division. They trail first by 4 games. The Rangers paid visit to the Bo Sox at Fenway Park, and the Rangers came away with the win, the final 4-3. Yu Darvish was the winning pitcher in this one, his 7th victory of the year. He is among the AL leaders in wins. At the moment, the Red Sox sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, 2.5 games out of first. The Rangers are in 3rd place in the AL West, 5 games back. The Oakland Athletics were at the Trop in St. Pete to take on the Rays, and it was the Rays who came out on top, 8-1. Evan Longoria launched a pair of home runs and drove in 4 along the way. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. Alex Cobb was dominant on the bump, grabbing the victory with a complete game effort. Right now, the Rays sit in 2nd place in the American League East Division. They're 2 games back. The A's are in last place in the AL West, 11 games out of first. The Halos were in Canada to battle the Jays, and it was the Jays who came away victorious. The score was 4-1. Aaron Sanchez held the opposition in check, allowing only 1 earned run over 8 strong innings and earning the win. As of today, the Blue Jays sit in 4th place in the American League East Division, 5.5 games back. The Angels are in 1st place in the AL West. They own a 2.5 game advantage. The Seattle Mariners were in Baltimore to match up against the Orioles, and it was the Orioles who came out on top. The final was 1-0. Looking at the standings, the Orioles are leading the AL East, 2 games up on 2nd place. The Mariners sit in 2nd place in the American League West, 2.5 games out of first. The Indians were in the south side of Chicago to take on the White